initially to be
an anchor woman,
an anchor woman, and then it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I got fired.
Well,
well, demoted. I was
got demoted, but they didn't. They had a contract, so they didn't say goodbye.
Yeah.
And then, how did you work out to be on a afternoon show where you actually got to be an interviewer? How did that actually happen?
Well, what happened was this is what I now know with age and perspective, that many times getting demoted is an opportunity for something else to show up, or getting fired. You know, lots of people I've interviewed over the years who have these stories about the best thing that ever happened to you. It puts you in the next best place. I was not a good television reporter. I was too emotional. I would go out on the stories and, you know, then try to take blankets back to the people.
But you were also very young. You were 21
yes,
or 22.
and I was very also empathetic, and I was always getting written up for getting myself involved in other people's business. And so I was making $22,000 a year, and my best friend Gail, who I met there at the time, she was also working there, and she said, "Oh my God, you're 22, making 22,000. Imagine when you're 25, then you're 30." So I'd be making 60 about now. It'd be good, 62, and glad that didn't work out. Yeah, but once I got demoted, they didn't want to pay out my contract. I was making $25,000 a year. They didn't want to pay me the $25,000,
right.
So they kept me on and said, "We'll put you on this talk show just to run out your contract." And because I always believed I could get here. Always believed it.
She may have believed it, but how did she get there? When she was 22, she moved to Baltimore and became an anchor woman on a local TV news show.
This was 60 pounds ago.
You mean you were 60 pounds lighter?
60 pounds ago, I think of my life in terms of my thighs. Well, the new sister news director came to me and said, "You know, your hair is too long, it's too thick, your eyes are too far apart, your nose is too wide, and your chin's too long, and you need to do something about it." You thought Christina Kraft had a problem. So, but they sent me to this shishi poo-poo salon, and in a week I was bald. Just devastated.
You mean they did it to your hair?
Yeah, I had a French perm and it all fell out. Every little strand. I was left with 3 little spriggles in the front. Funny to you. They tried to change me, and then they're stuck with, "I will do well because I'm not defined by a show." You know, I think we are defined by the way we treat ourselves and the way we treat other people. You know, it would be wonderful to be, you know, acclaimed as this, you know, talk show host who's made it. That would be wonderful. But if that doesn't happen, there are, you know, other important things in my life. Workers at a housing site and told them that their industry is leading the nation out of the recession. After speaking in Dallas, the president headed to Arlington, Texas, where he was part of a